Welcome everybody to the first ever Etched in the Stars Wrestle Talk podcast. And well, today we got a bunch of things to talk about. We have Seth Rollins' injury, we got John Cena's 16th World Championship, and we got, well, how I would book Wrestlemania 33. So, this is going to be very interesting. Please stay tuned until the end. This should be a very, very good podcast. This is the first of many to come. Matter of fact, I honestly think this might just be brilliant. Probably the most brilliant idea I've had. Okay, to start off, Seth Rollins, this past Raw, well, he was supposed to confront Triple H, okay? And, he did. He was out there and stuff and whatnot. So then, Samoa Joe debuts, and let me just tell you, it was much more impactful than debuting at the Royal Rumble to beat up Seth Rollins. Now, everybody was like, oh, they should have him debut at the Rumble. Well, Roman Reigns was number 30 at the Rumble. Boy, did that make everybody mad. I'm talking like a lot of people here, okay? A lot of the wrestling community was, just generally mad, and okay, I understand you, because I was mad too. But wow. Anyway, people saying the wrong Samoa and all that for the Royal Rumble. So Samoa Joe debuts, he beats up Seth Rollins and all this, and he's just beating up Rollins, and Rollins really does nothing. So then there's a point where you can watch a video on WWE.com or WWE's YouTube channel. You can see where Rollins kind of just like falls down a little bit wrong when Joe's doing his chokehold submission maneuver. Rollins kind of just falls down. So anyway, Seth Rollins, apparently he has retorn the MCL that he tore that one time. However, last time he injured that knee, and it's the same exact knee he injured last time. He tore his MCL, his ACL, and his meniscus. So this time it's only one of those things. So it should be apparently 8 weeks, which is the same time until Wrestlemania, which to me is really saying he'll either be a week late or he'll be exact. But it's not going to be that long of an injury, but he might miss 2 WrestleManias in a row, which could be very, very difficult for him. Because personally, if I'm Seth Rollins right now, I'm thinking, okay, I'm injury prone. I'll be thinking that I'm injury prone, and I would honestly be thinking, oh God, I'm a failure. I really, really am. But if he's thinking that, then it's going to happen again. Okay, so I feel like I honestly felt he came back way too early last time. I felt like, okay, maybe this is like a month too early. And honestly, in my opinion, it was a month too early. But I'm glad he came back because he set up Roman Reigns to lose the WWE World Heavyweight Championship, which is now called the WWE World Championship. Like, that championship is just so confusing, okay? It's WWE World Heavyweight Championship, then it was WWE World Championship, and it's WWE Championship, then it's WWE World Championship, and I think it's WWE Championship again. So, they just can't keep the name of that thing, but I think it should be the WWE World Championship because it was the merge of the WWE Championship and the WWE World Heavyweight Championship. It makes sense, doesn't it? But Seth Rollins being injured again, the last time he competed at WrestleMania, he lost. He lost against Randy Orton. But he also became the WWE World Heavyweight Champion by cashing in the main event of WrestleMania 31 against Roman Reigns and Lesnar. So, Rollins is looking to miss 2 WrestleManias in a row, and, believe me when I say this, it's not good. Because Seth Rollins is probably the best performer out of all 3 of the Shield guys. I would say, compared to Dean Ambrose, I like Ambrose's character more, but I think Rollins is a much better wrestler. And, you can't really take that away from him. The reason why Ambrose is so entertaining and good is because he does like lunatic stuff, okay? He's just doing random stuff, but that's not always the best. But, I'm definitely gonna hope and pray that Seth Rollins ends up facing Triple H at WrestleMania, because if he doesn't, there's a lot of things going down, and we just don't know what they are. yeah. So we're going to get off the Seth Rollins topic, and now we're going to talk about John Cena winning at the Royal Rumble, becoming the 16-time WWE champion. And he's faced many people, okay? Cena's had a fantastic career, and he has finally tied Ric Flair's record. Now, if you remember at SummerSlam last year, in 2015 SummerSlam, Cena faced Rollins. It was a United States Championship versus WWE Championship. Whoever won got to have both. And as you saw in the thumbnail, I had the Seth Rollins with both of those championships. Cena lost that match because he was screwed over by Jon Stewart. And, he didn't want Cena tying Ric Flair. Okay. Well, it didn't happen then, but it happened now. And I think now is a much better time for it to happen, but Cena's only going to hold it for 2 weeks. Because it's setting up Bray Wyatt versus Randy Orton, which I think is very, very interesting. And there's also a lot of talk going around for Wrestlemania that we're going to see John Cena team up with Nikki Bella to face Maurice and The Miz, and also Nikki Bella will retire after that match. The interesting thing about it is, well, first of all, so many people don't want to see that match. Second of all, Maurice has not wrestled in a very long time, so she had better have been training if this is the match we're going to get. There's also talk of Samoa Joe switching brands to face John Cena, which would be... It would be okay. It would be something that I personally would love to see. As of right now on Action Stars Wrestling, Elimination Chamber hasn't happened yet, but let's just say if Cena would win Elimination Chamber on my Action Stars Wrestling show, you probably have no idea what I'm talking about. He would face Joe at Wrestlemania, because in Action Stars Wrestling, which is something on this YouTube channel, Samoa Joe won the Royal Rumble. But in real life, we all know Randy Orton won that Royal Rumble, and Orton will be main eventing WrestleMania. Again, I don't know who he's going to face. I don't want to see him face John Cena, to be honest. Because if Orton does face Cena, I mean, yeah, sure, John Cena's 16-time champion. And he had, I think, the best match of his career with AJ Styles at the Royal Rumble. I mean, if I would narrow down Cena's 3 best matches in his career, they would all be after 2010. Cena and Punk at Money in the Bank, Cena and Styles at SummerSlam, and then Cena and Styles at Royal Rumble. My personal favorite John Cena matches. And I might be like, those are very new matches. What about his old stuff that was, really, really good? Now, trust me when I say this, I loved John Cena way more than I did. Back in... way more than I do now. Back when he, had, the basic Thuganomics theme and all that. Okay, John Cena was much better back then. He wasn't a better wrestler, but his gimmick was much better, okay? I think in the 2011 Money in the Bank match with CM Punk, and the 2016 SummerSlam match with AJ Styles, and the 2017 match at the Royal Rumble against AJ Styles. Those are Cena's best matches of his career, and, each of those times shows why John Cena is where he is today. They were both very, very good matches. But I definitely do think that Money in the Bank match was really, really good based on storytelling. So that was probably why that match was really good. But also, I think it was good wrestling mixed in with it too. Okay, so now we're going to talk about how I would book WrestleMania 33. Well, first of all, I would hope that Seth Rollins wasn't injured. I would have Rollins versus Triple H, okay? That's a match we all want to see. But I don't want to see a one-on-one regular match, okay? I want to see a last man standing match between Seth Rollins and Triple H. That would be absolutely amazing. That's something I would love to see. Because I know Rollins wants to get his hands on Triple H, and what's better? What's better than that? I mean, Triple H has had just boring matches recently. The last good match Triple H has had, let's just think about this. At WrestleMania 32, he faced Roman Reigns, and that match was crap. At 31, he faced Sting. That was a little bit better. The last good Mania match Triple H had was against Daniel Bryan. And that was at 30. But also, I love the one at 29 with Lesnar. I think those are two really, really good matches. And I think Triple H really needs this Last Man Standing match against Rollins. I mean, I think no matter what, if it happens, it will be a fantastic match. But I'd rather it be a Last Man Standing, mostly because I know what these two are capable of, and I'm sure you people know too. And like I said, I love to see Rollins and Triple H in a Last Man Standing. I think it'd be absolutely perfect. And it's perfect to watch, perfect to see, everything. That's the same exact thing. Watch and see, but whatever. We don't judge. Okay. I want to see Ambrose and Styles feud for that Intercontinental Championship. I honestly want to see that happen. Now, let me tell you right here. It wouldn't look good for Styles, being as he just lost the WWE Championship. But in my opinion, you do one of these two things. You have Styles get the championship back, Elimination Chamber, or you have him face Dean Ambrose for the Intercontinental Championship. That's honestly how I do it, and I honestly would book Styles to win. And I would book Styles to win because I think Vince knows that AJ Styles is probably one of the best wrestlers that's ever walked through the door. Now, I'm not talking about gimmicks or anything or whatever. Wrestlers. My favorite wrestler ever is The Undertaker, but I would have to say, on full time, it would be Styles. Again, I want to see Styles and Ambrose. The times they've wrestled, the matches have been very good. Now, I don't think they've been as good as the Cena Styles matches, but they've definitely been good, and they've been something to watch. And I think for the Intercontinental Championship, it would be great. Now, if put it in a ladder match, it'd be even better. We've seen that the past couple years, the Intercontinental Championship ladder match. I'd rather do that with the United States Championship, to be completely honest, because that championship needs something else to happen. So let's talk about that actually. The United States Championship. Who holds it? Oh yeah, Jericho has it right now. Well, I'm predicting. Jeez. I'm predicting that Jericho's going to lose it soon. I don't know when, but he's going to lose it. And he's not going to be in the Mania match. So honestly, I think we're going to have Enzo. I mean, that's what I think that happened to me, Enzo or something. But, I don't know. I want to see Roman Reigns fight for you, because I'd rather him be in the mid-card. I want to see, like, Braun. Actually, I want Braun, Strowman, and Zayn. I want Strowman and Zayn to fight it out for United States Championship. I think that's a very good way to go. Now, I don't know how either of them would end up winning it. What would happen before that, but Jericho involved, I don't know. Because right now, Kevin Owens is still Universal Champion. And what's going to happen with that? We might ask. Jericho, Owens, Universal Championship. Jericho's leaving in May, so Jericho wouldn't win. Like, I don't know. Kevin Owens is going to hold his championship a while. Like, I don't know if anybody really understands that. He's going to hold it for quite some time, whether he wants him to or not. So that, that would be very, very interesting. But, United States Championship, honestly, Strowman and Zayn, they had a fantastic last man standing match and all that, okay? But I want them in a submission match. Put these two in a submission match for the United States Championship, because we got to move back to that quickly. And for Universal Championship, just have a regular match between Jericho and Owens. I think they could tear the house down. It could be the match of the night. Or it could be absolutely phenomenal. It's something I would like to see. So anyway, well, where would I book John Cena on the card? I would either have Samoa Joe go to SmackDown just for the heck of it, or I would have him face The Undertaker. Because, by the way it's looking, like how they're actually going to do it, they're going to have Taker face Roman Reigns, and I'm going to have Reigns go over, and that's not something going to happen. If anything, if they would have anybody go over, I'd rather it be Cena, because Cena could use this for a heel turn. I think it'd be very interesting to have. I feel like if Roman the Undertaker, then Roman would probably be assassinated. So, I mean, that's just more likely. There's more respect for John Cena because he's been doing it for a long time, and he can pull out fantastic matches. You definitely see less of that in Roman Reigns. However, I'm sure a lot of you can agree with me. Whenever AJ Styles wrestles somebody, he brings out the best of him. When he feuded with Roman Reigns, those were like the best matches of Roman's career. And I could say the same with John Cena and even Dean Ambrose. They were very great matches. Definitely a match I want to see is Rollins and Styles. We haven't seen it yet. They've tagged with each other at house shows. So that's very interesting. But again, like I said, it's WrestleMania, and it could happen. But yeah, I need to see Cena and Taker. That needs to happen. Okay, Cruiserweight Championship. Don't really care. I just want Neville to have the championship, walking in and walking out, and then you're good. Hopefully they do not put Balor in the Cruiserweight division, because that will be crap. What is Balor gonna do, you might ask? I don't know. What if Undertaker hosts an open challenge? Has anyone ever thought of this? Finn Balor comes out. Finn Balor beats Taker. I would be fine with that, because Balor needs it. Balor beats Taker. He goes for another shot at the Universal Championship. And then, bam, Finn Balor cemented is fantastic. You know, I honestly feel like Lesnar even beating Taker is pointless now at WrestleMania, because Taker, if that was going to happen, Taker should have either retired or they should have faced again at 31 and Taker should have won and then Taker should have retired. That's my personal opinion. I mean, right now, Taker's in horrible shape. I mean, at 31, he was in very good shape, but it went down. I mean, I think ever since, like, around 32, he's been crap. Not a crap wrestler, he's just health. I still love Undertaker. What I do for the Raw and SmackDown Women's Division. The plan for the Raw Women's Division is what I'm hearing is there's two options here, and I'm gonna go with option 2 actually. But option 1, they were thinking of having Sasha Banks versus Nia Jax versus Bayley versus Charlotte for the Women's Championship. That'd be good because it can cement Bayley as champion for a while. And also the plan was to have Sasha Banks turn a heel and then for Bayley and Banks to face at SummerSlam, which I think is great. And it's going to be in Brooklyn 3 years in a row. Can, like, you guys find another venue to have SummerSlam in? I mean, that's what I thought about WrestleMania 34. Well, like, can you put it in Pittsburgh? Because I've been wanting one in Pittsburgh for forever. I mean, I don't live close to Pittsburgh. It's like 4 hours away. But I want one in Pittsburgh because it's much closer than New Orleans. And also, WrestleMania 34 will be on my birthday, so I really want to go. That will be absolutely fantastic. But, yeah. So, for the Raw Women's Division, I want Charlotte to face Lita. I feel like Lita will lose to Charlotte, and then hopefully the Raw after they immediately have Bayley versus Charlotte. Bayley wins. That would be awesome. That's something I would much rather see. And then, like, Payback or Extreme Rules or whatever, they have Bayley still winning. Charlotte is no longer the number one contender. Or maybe what they could do is when she faces Lita, she wins, but they, like, storyline an injury, which I think would be interesting. And then she comes back, like, the night after SummerSlam. I feel like that'd be good. That'd be a very good position for Charlotte. Also, she's worked matches thousands of times and really does need that break. But, yeah. So I would definitely say for the SmackDown Women's Championship, I would have that Fatal 4-Way for sure. Who would I have in it? The current SmackDown Women's Champion, Alexa Bliss. Becky Lynch. Mickie James hopefully was going to turn on Alexa Bliss. And I would probably have Nikki Bella. And it would be a retirement match. If Nikki Bella would be pinned, she would be forced to retire. And I would have her get pinned. I'm sorry to any Bella fans. I mean, I'm okay with her. It's just the fact that I don't like she's too much of what used to be called divas. Now, if you've only been watching wrestling for 3 months, you don't remember them being called divas at all. They used to have this butterfly belt, and that's what Nikki Bella represents, not being an actual wrestler. I'm okay with her being where she is, but I feel like, wow, she has gotten 90 times better. And she originally wanted to play soccer. She didn't want to do this at all. I feel like Brie Bella was the more realistic, she wasn't a better wrestler, but she was built for wrestling, and she didn't want to be one of those reality stars. Although that's really what the Bella Twins are, is they're reality stars. But that's just the way it became. Things just fell in place. I mean, it's like Eva Marie. Like, I don't want her being there because she was never an actual wrestler. I mean, she never improved. She never did. The Bella Twins did improve. Eva Marie didn't improve. So, I would rather Eva Marie go away. And she's already started this Nem fashion thing, which is blowing up. Just quit wrestling and do that. Because I guarantee you will make almost equal pay. Because I guarantee you're not even making $1 million with WWE. And if you are, then that's some crap. I mean, I'm sorry if you're an Eva Marie or Bella fan. It's just, I'm just stating my personal opinion right here. I'm sorry if you don't share the same. But, yeah, thanks for watching, everybody. Leave a like. I might be able to do this weekly. I don't know. Maybe weekly, maybe monthly. I'll be able to pump out this podcast. And, yep. And I'll see you as the next video, and goodbye.